Hey, beautiful people. Day 7, a 90-day devotional, Managing Your Emotions by Joyce Meyer. Day 7, a key to emotional health. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. Oh my goodness, so powerful. It's good tonight to go to sleep with forgiveness. I'm going to tell you why when I finish this. That's in Colossians 3 and 13. I believe one reason many people live in emotional turmoil is that they refuse to forgive people who have hurt or wronged them. Whether we realize it or not, unforgiveness is often the root of negative feelings. Many people feel justified and think that they have a right to refuse to forgive. They think they should hurt the people who hurt them. But this isn't emotionally healthy or wise, nor is it what God tells you to do. Because God forgive them the minute. God said, if you come to me and ask forgiveness, I will forgive you. So who do you think you are? God forgive them, but I ain't forgiving you. So what? God forgave you. I'm not. Yeah, let's see how that work out for you. You're just blocking your own blessings. Very painful things can happen to us in life. Many times, the key to getting through them and being able to enjoy our lives is in the future, is learning to forgive what has happened in the past. I'm convinced that as believers and followers of Christ, or anybody, we will never experience joy-filled, victorious lives unless we forgive people. When I began the journey of forgiving people, I had forgiven everybody else but the girl in the mirror. And so life was still kind of rough because I was so hard on myself, but I was a people pleaser, so I forgave everybody else. When everybody else and didn't forgive myself. When I turned that forgiveness on myself, I was so hard on myself. I was like, I can't forgive me for doing that. I can't forgive this. I can't forgive that. And then God stepped in and said, well, I've forgiven it all. You do what you want to do with it, but I've forgiven it all. And then I forgave it all. Forgiveness is not a feeling. It is a choice. And it is a choice. You have the choice to forgive someone no matter what they've done. We can choose to forgive someone whether we feel like it or not. We can even choose to forgive while we feel angry or hurt. That's the key. You can be mad. You can be frustrated. You can be hurt. But when you forgive, it takes some of that pain away from you, but it takes the burden and puts it back where it belongs, on the person who did the wrong. Now, if they don't ask for forgiveness, it's just theirs. It doesn't have to be yours. Forgiveness is freeing you from living in the past, from that situation that's done. We can make decisions to forgive, and our emotions eventually. Once we make the decision to forgive, our emotions eventually calm down. As we continue to walk in forgiveness, hurt and anger subside. Bear witness. We may not choose to restore our relationship with the person who hurt us, but forgiveness sets us free from the negative feelings towards them and may eventually lead us to feel compassion for them. Hurt people hurt people. When we forgive people, we can bless them and pray for them, as Jesus teaches. As a result, we will be blessed too. We don't know all the blessings that will come from forgiveness, but we do know that it will lead to peace in our hearts, and that's the key to emotional health. And here's the prayer. Close your eyes. God, help me to choose to forgive everyone who has hurt or wronged me, even when I don't feel like forgiving them. Amen. I'm going to say that one more time because that needs to sink in. God, help me choose to forgive everyone who has hurt or wronged me, even when I don't feel like forgiving them. This time, say it with me. God, help me choose to forgive everyone who has hurt or wronged me, even when I don't feel like forgiving them. I want to talk to you really fast about something called radical forgiveness before you drink your 16 ounces of water, brush your teeth, put on some inspirational stuff, and go to bed. It's called radical forgiveness, and you can look it up. His name is Colin Tippin, Tippin. Radical forgiveness is this concept where the first night before you go to bed, you write out a letter to the person you want to forgive, and you are as nasty and as low down and as angry as you can possibly bring out of you. You don't hold back anything. If you want to call them a motherfucker 5,000 times, you write motherfucker 5,000 times. If you want to call them a frog, whatever you want to do, you do that. You literally say everything. You don't spare anything. You completely get into victim mode and put it all on them. I mean, everything. Everything. They even are the ones that blew up the World Trade Center. As far as you're concerned, they done everything. You put everything in there. And I mean, it's going to be intense. And this is going to be the worst night of sleep you get, but it will be worth it. Write it out. Even if it takes 15 pieces of paper, get it all out. Don't stop. Cry, dry heave, cry. Cry so much that your mouth is like paste because you're just getting so much out of you. Do all of it. Radically do all of it. Say it, feel it, scream it. So you might want to be by yourself when you do this. Take that piece of paper, slip it in your pillowcase, and go to bed. Worst night ever. You're going to wake up. You're going to feel all of the feelings. You're going to remember all of the things. So you might want to write out some more if you forgot some stuff. Because when you go to bed the next night, night 2, you're going to take a minute. And you still going to call them motherfuckers and say, did you have something to do with the World Trade Center? You're still not going to get them off the hook. But you're going to start to have a little bit of responsibility. Well, you couldn't do that if I didn't allow it. Now, yeah, I should have paid attention more because you did it more than once. Or even if it didn't do it more than once, I didn't pay attention to the signs. Whatever it is, whatever you feel like saying, well, you're just giving a little bit of, yeah, well, maybe I could have done this differently. Or, I know you had a rough childhood or whatever it is. You start to give them a little bit of leeway, but you don't give them too much. You still write it out. You're still very, very much, you are shit. You are the terrible person on the planet, and you are responsible for everything. You did everything, and there's nothing you didn't do because you're just terrible. And why did God even let your daddy even touch your mama? He should have made him pull out. All that kind of stuff. Then, slip it in the pillowcase. You still got day 1 letter in there, right? Slip that one in the pillowcase. Go to bed. Wake up the next morning. Better night's sleep because you were letting them have a little bit of leeway. Third night, hey, this happened already. I said everything I needed to say to you. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to forgive you. And I'm going to pray for you. Not P-R-E-Y, but I'm going to P-R-A-Y. Not because I think you deserve it, but because I know you deserve it. You deserve to be prayed for because you're so hurt. You've been through so much. This is the third day, is the day you thank them for that situation. And then you start to think about all of the things you found out about yourself because of the situation, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There was a situation when I did this and I found out through the situation because it was, in a relationship and the person, betrayed my trust, and I started snooping. I started looking for things. I started lying, crying, and dying. All the stuff I needed to do. And on that third day, I realized, well, I brought up some of the things that I do when I feel backed in a corner. How I feel justified by being jealous or justified by gossiping my business or somebody else's business to other people. And I said, I'm going to deal with that now. See how I shifted it? Let me deal with all of this shit that came out of the situation about Tracy. And let me glorify all of the things that I did wonderful in it. You done. I'm done with you. Bye. Poof, puff, be gone. And take all 3 of those letters and burn them. It'll be gone. Trust me. If you have to do that more than once, don't do it like 3 days, then 3 days. Don't do that. That's too much. Take maybe a week and then go back to that if it's a lot of stuff. Don't do it all at once. But look up radical forgiveness. He lost his battle to cancer, so he's in the spirit world now. But he was amazing. Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tippin. Look it up. I will see you guys tomorrow. Night, night. Bye.